Friends, I want to thank Natalia and UCC for organizing this very special and moving time where we remember the brutality, the genocide known as Holodomor. I also want to acknowledge Minister Wilkinson and MLA Olson, Father Roman, and UCC, and friends. Thank you for being here. There are many Canadians, even many people of Ukrainian descent. And Canada has the second largest population of people in the world. 1.3 million Canadians are of Ukrainian descent. I'm honored to be one of them. I have my wife Diane and my son Ryan with me today. And but many people of Ukrainian descent do not realize Holodomor happened. I talked to my brother and my two sisters a number of years ago, and I said, "Have you ever heard of Holodomor?" We had never heard of it. And it wasn't that long ago. It was James Bazan, Manitoba Member of Parliament, introduced a private member's bill, C-459. And he is also a Canadian Member of Parliament of Ukrainian descent. And he introduced the motion, Ukraine being the first country in the world to recognize Holodomor as a genocide, but Canada being the second, as UCC said. Talia shared that with us. That's very true. And many other countries followed. And I look forward with great optimism that one day soon the province of British Columbia will also recognize this, because we need to remember. We need to learn from the past. We need to hold people to account, and the Soviet regime, Putin, Stalin's regime committed this crime against humanity. And can you imagine, as a parent, as a grandparent, we have 5 children and 10 grandchildren, I cannot imagine seeing my children and my grandchildren starve to death. I met a survivor of Holodomor. Her name is Mrs. Velen. In Ottawa, over the last many years, I've met a number of Holocaust survivors, but I did the math. Before I came up. And it happened in 1932 to 33. That would mean that the survivors would, if they were born 83, 84 years ago. And if they remember, they were probably around 10 years. So that means they're in their mid-90s. And they're not going to be with us very much longer. And so we need to grieve with them, to love them and encourage them, and we need to pass this on to people within our circle, with our families, and let people know that this happened. That families that survived, it was a miracle. Anyone that survived was a miracle. Because they were deliberately starved to death. If they were healthy, then they would be investigated. Why are they healthy? Because the plan was that they were going to die. Eastern Ukraine was to be vacated. And so why would somebody be healthy? Because Stalin wanted them to die. And Mrs. Valen said that their family lived on small amounts. They would pick any type of vegetation and had some potatoes, and they would maybe share a little bit. And it was a miracle that they survived. But she was the only one in her family that survived. And when you talk to her, it's with memory of tears. And so we thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, that did miracles And why did he save them? So that we would hear. That we would tell the truth of what happened. And so that's what our responsibility is. The responsibility of each of us here is to tell the truth of what happened, to grieve with those that have suffered, and to do everything to stand against evil, because evil flourishes if we're quiet. And that's why the Soviet regime did not want the word coming out. They wanted to keep this hidden. But the truth has now been set free, and now we have a responsibility to tell what happened. So I want to thank you for the invitation. I normally am 35,000 feet in the air flying back to Ottawa on Sundays. And I go to church with my wife, and then I drive to the airport and I fly back to Ottawa. But Svetlana Miko sent me an email and told me that you're meeting today. We, last week in Parliament, on Wednesday, I made a statement in Parliament, and again, a number of new MPs in the Parliament, and they had not heard of that 10 million Ukrainians were starved to death deliberately by Stalin and his regime. They were in shock. That was last Wednesday, and Thursday there were more statements. On Tuesday of this week, UCC has a big bus that will be pulling in front of the Parliament buildings, and it's an educational bus where people will be able to learn about Holodomor and the genocide that happened. We know about the Holocaust, but most do not know about Holodomor. And so we share that. On Tuesday night, we will be having a memorial service similar to this in the Parliament buildings. And again, thank you to UCC. So, may we remember those